is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term.
They have taken everything from me each year, another round of everything until I've been left with only a box full of clothes that mostly don't fit and some important paperwork. My family, 2021, my home, 2020, my car, 2021, my new apartment, 2022, my freedom in all forms of income other than donations, 2023, hundreds of police reports on file, hundreds of videos, emails, photos, and texts for help, 8 petitions filed to see a judge regarding the above, 0 court dates or even a callback from a single officer in the 4 years of unlawful treatment and oppression. Human rights, civil rights, constitutional rights, all violated tremendously. Currently 36. Finally, we're 36 weeks pregnant. Currently 36 weeks pregnant, still being held in a tent and below 0 temps. And I won't even begin to discuss all of the ways I have been victimized violently, sexually, mentally, emotionally, and financially. Here's just the highest real RAPED. Sleep deprived, beaten and stabbed by 3 stranger women 11 times with screwdrivers. I thought it was 9 for some reason. Never before 2019 have I been the victim of a single violent crime, nor have I ever resided anywhere other than in my own home since the age of 18 with my children. This is unacceptable, as I've been saying daily for the last 4+ years.
36 weeks pregnant. Still no response from 311. Hundreds of calls to them. 17 tickets closed. 36 weeks pregnant. Still being held in a tent. Unfucking believable. Unreal.
I don't use drugs or alcohol. Have never had issues like that. Okay, that's a lie. Have a college education. Don't have any enemies. Anyone want to try and make it make sense for me? Hashtag 36 weeks pregnant. We are now 36 weeks pregnant. Police know everyone who follows my page, knows everyone I know, IRL knows. But here we are, still having human rights, constitutional rights, civil rights withheld. Xavier missing again, and the fake one who does annoying shit on purpose is back. I hope everyone involved DIEs. Oh, wait. You want everyone to DIE. Okay, Heather.
Hey, what's up, you guys? A lot of people have been asking about the novel and how's it coming. I've done absolutely nothing on it since leaving the Montclair residence unlawfully, and I use the term leaving very loosely. Actually, I was manhandled by the law, picked up by my throat, and thrown out of my own apartment. And they were not real police officers, they were fake. And I have filed multiple formal complaints, and there has been 0 follow-up, and that was out of Harwood Heights. Since that time that I was unlawfully thrown out of my home with a rental receipt and a lease in my hand, I have been subjected to multiple other violent and non-violent, sexual and non-sexual victimizations. And this is all my real life. I have no drug issue, I have no criminal record, and there's no reason for this. I have filed more than 400 police reports, and the police have come out on camera, which you guys have all watched, and it's all still posted live.
Oh my gosh, don't do this to yourself. Why? Why would you do this? Stop linking yourself to him. It's done. It's over with. Stop. Oh my gosh, Heather. Let me see what she just said. Okay, hashtag IRL. In real life. After the show, Dylan is drug addicted and being abused regularly. And probably being abusive as well. Heather was a remote worker, stay-at-home mom before the show. Heather doesn't have a criminal record at all, but is being unlawfully... I feel like she's trying to be someone else to try to, like, portray herself in a better light. Like, look at him and look at me. Help me. Heather doesn't have a criminal record at all but is being unlawfully held in a tent in below freezing temps and being oppressed and abused going on year 4. She has a bachelor's degree and over 10 years healthcare experience at huge reputable hospitals. She has also reported multiple sexual assaults and even a pregnancy in 2022 as a and currently 36 weeks pregnant, again while on birth control and being held in a tent. So, looks like y'all both aren't doing too well.
And how do you think I can parent my children from a fucking tent at Belmont Harbor going on week 7? And that's following 3 years of being abused and the first year of sleeping in Airbnbs, random Airbnbs, spending about 40 grand because I was unlawfully thrown out of my apartment where I had a legal right to be living with my children. But no one can make it make sense. You know why? Because it doesn't fucking make sense. Because it's corrupt, because it's torture. There are straight murderers who murder in cold blood, and they have access to a toilet. They have 3 meals a day. I have no criminal record. How the fuck do you justify holding me in a tent in below freezing weather and sometimes feeding me and sometimes not at 36 weeks pregnant? This is sick.
Oh, this is the website that scammed Heather. She said, I did this and it is a scam. They never deliver the website.
Winning products and send it to me within 24 hours. What is the catch here? And not only that, we'll have suppliers connected to those products as well. So you'll never have to package products, ship anything out yourself. We have suppliers ready to ship the
This is all day. Sometimes I get creative and start crocheting. Sometimes I'll read a book. Sometimes I burst out into tears. Sometimes I update my planner on everything that's been going on, cry over photos of my friends and family who I miss that I carry with me here. Get this everywhere. My big kids lived with me their entire lives until this drama with Dylan began, the baby. He could literally be born anytime over the next 4 weeks and be considered full term, but this is where we live. This is not only unlawful, it's illegal. It's a violation of every single right that we all have.
Dude, that doesn't even look like Xavier. What do you tell children who personally know I'm not on drugs, have taken care of us their whole lives, have no criminal record, and have been asking law enforcement as well as every private and public servant worker or the ones funding programs for assistance since 2020, and we are still outdoors in a tent in cold Chicago winter, 36 weeks pregnant?
So, if anyone has a space for Xavier and I to live, a room or an apartment or a house.
No.
As you guys know, I'm pretty smart. I'm not an idiot. I can work a register. I can work a computer. I can do sales, marketing, social media management and growth, new business development, healthcare administration.
And like this song in the background, it's like, it's all killing me. It's like a murder movie. Like, do not let Heather Gillespie move in with you. Just don't.
Clinical health care and medical assisting, fitness plans, nutrition, you name it. So please help. Year 4, I'm about to have a baby. I'd love to be indoors and setting up the space for my baby to live. I have the money to buy what my baby needs. I have 3 older children who are watching this and seeing society basically just forget us and leave us outside. How do I explain this to them?
Oh, don't you dare try to put any blame on anyone else because they were not scooping up to help you. Are you kidding me? I have kids. Oh, no.
It's crazy because they want the youth, they want the generations after ours to believe in a traditional system of politics and democracy. But how do you answer something like that? How do we let our children watch law enforcement, the policing system, the court system, the public service system, social services look the other way and not provide any options? And it shouldn't even need to get to that. This should be corruption. I was thrown out of my own apartment. My money was stolen from me. My vehicle was damaged and destroyed. All of that intentional. There are police reports for all of this. I shouldn't be laying on the ground needing social service. I should be able to do it on my own like I have my entire life. How do you make your children believe in a system that oppresses and harms? For any of you who didn't know, I used to be a gymnast.
Oh, wow. She's high and she's telling us more about her past life. She has been just about everything. Boy, is she talented. Happy Friday, 4:26 p.m. We just missed 4:20.
Xavier said.
Xavier set in the mood. He's like, hey, baby girl, why don't you put on that black sequin black dress you got on right there and let me play some music for us in the background. It's going to be a romantic night in the tent. You think she's already pregnant? Oh, Lord.
That I look like a gymnast from the 1996 Olympic Games
In Atlanta.
For any of you who didn't know, I used to be a gymnast. Xavier said that I look like a gymnast from the 1996 Olympic Games
In Atlanta.
To those of you who have promise, to those of you who know the truth, put your money where your mouth is. The time is now. Oh, she's putting pressure on her sponsors. Look at that. Would you look at that?
Good morning, you guys. So it's 7 o'clock. I woke up at 6 o'clock, listened to some sort of manifestation meditation that was very helpful. Found a way to put all the negative feelings that I have been experiencing into positive form, but still communicate the same or a similar message. So that's great. And I am about to go potty. I know, big, huge thing. We have to walk 4 or 5 blocks, but I'm getting exercise. 1 o'clock, I woke up at 6 o'clock, listened to some sort of manifestation meditation.
As she got high.
That was very helpful. And then Xavier and I are going to prepare our bins for our baby. So that's so exciting. I have been nesting and having the urge to nest so bad. And it's been like depressing because I'm like, I have no way to get this done. But we found a way. So we're going to start getting that done. I'm also working on different variations of how I can articulate. As you guys always know, my parenting style, I have a 10-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 17-year-old, and I'm about to have a newborn. And my parenting style through all of this adversity has always been be honest as possible, while catering to the child's age and level of understanding. And that's different for everyone. You can have a 13-year-old whose parents have been, very liberal in allowing her to watch R-rated movies. I grew up with a girl like that. She was watching R-rated movies at 5-6 years old with strong sexual connotation, with murders, with all this stuff. And I wasn't. So you can have a 13-year-old who has a different level of understanding from a different one, or a 10-year-old, or a 15-year-old, or a 17-year-old. And my main, thing is trying to come up with a way to explain things that I don't explain as a 36-year-old woman to a child. So we're going to be working on that as well today. You don't want to hear us talk about your
1 or 1.5 meals a day for the last week or so. I'm getting full. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't forget all that food you just had up in your tent, including donuts. I'm getting full quick because the baby is getting bigger and bigger. Last night only had soup and was full. The day before, no dinner. 36 weeks pregnant. I feel the baby very, very low, and the contractions are getting better in frequency, but worse in painfulness.
Vibrational evolution, but it is so. Hi guys. So I can always return or exchange, and thank you in advance for everyone asking how they can help. That's her Amazon wish list, and this is so sad. Notice how she even says, I can always return or exchange
because she's gonna get money back. She's gonna get a gift card.
I just wanted to remind everyone that I am registered at Amazon, so if you don't want to send me donations through Cash App, which I will gladly accept and buy whatever I need, but if you're one of those people that's like, I want to donate, but I don't want my money being spent frivolously or on something that's not the baby, etc. and so forth, I am registered on Amazon.
I don't know why she thinks that would make anyone feel any better. You even said it yourself. You can return it.
Everything gets delivered to a locker nearby to where I am, nearby to the hospital that I'm going to deliver at. So please, it says there are 13 items purchased. They have not been. Someone is just going in there and marking them.
Oh my gosh. Is this the same person who did this shit to Leticia? That shit's so annoying. Please stop. Let's think of the baby whenever we do stuff like that. That's a little too low.
Off. My number one concern right now is the breast pump. There's a travel system for $150. Might go to Target and grab one for $190.
And if you're on WIC or food stamps, you should have you should medicate. You should qualify for that already. You qualify for a breast pump, and it's actually pretty legit.
But as far as like everything basic needs, I have a couple bottles, I have some pacifiers, I have clothes. So for the baby, not so much for me and postpartum, but I'm just really worried about the baby right now. So here's my registry if that's what you guys are looking for. Pretend like nothing's been purchased. I can